Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop right in. Hey Nikki, so my boyfriend and I are 19 years old, and at that age where people, oh, I just accidentally skipped their email. Oops, at that age where people tend to look for their career and start their lives. I graduated from high school when I was 17 and opted for an online college so I could finish faster. I only have 1 month of school left, and I have started trying to establish my career. However, my boyfriend of 4 years isn't as motivated as I am, and he still has not started college yet or gotten a real job. My parents are worried that he is dragging me down and I will end up taking care of him. However, breaking up is not an option because, like I said, we have been together since 15 and we are very much in love. I would love to hear your thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to try to answer this. Sometimes I feel like maybe my thoughts are kind of scattered. I hope that this kind of makes any sense at all. So, okay, here's the thing. There are multiple issues in this email. The first one is, just because you have been with someone for a long time is not a good enough reason to stay with them. Especially with how young you are. Like, you have your whole life ahead of you. If you feel like he's not right for you and he's not someone you could have a family with, it's like staying with him because you've been with him for a long time is really not a very good reason to stay with someone. It hurts people that are in horrible, crappy relationships, not saying that you are, but like bad relationships, they have a hard time getting out because ultimately, like, leaving a situation that, like, to go on to your own and find someone else is uncomfortable. Like, there's a level of comfortability that comes when you're with someone for so long that it, like, sucks to leave them and start over and have to explain your whole life again to someone else and, like, have them get to know you and your habits. But, like, it's ultimately for the better. And that's not me advising you to break up with your boyfriend. I don't know your situation. That's just one side of the issue. Another side of the issue is ultimately, eventually, it's like, it's your life, and ultimately your parents can't determine who you're with, and you're 19. Like, yes, you are ahead of the game by almost being done with college, but 19 and not starting college yet is really not that late. Like, maybe he took a year off school. Because you're an overachiever doesn't mean that he's wrong for not being an overachiever and maybe going with, like, the normal pattern of life. The things you really want to look for is not necessarily like, oh, well, he hasn't finished school yet, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. It's like character traits. Is he just unmotivated in general? Like, is he the kind of person that, like, he's not offering to pay for you for anything? It's like he's just kind of freeloading off you and laying around all day and not really trying to do anything? Or did he work hard in school and now maybe he's just taking a break before he goes on? Or Dan, for example, he does not have a college degree, but he, like, when he graduated high school, he went and he got many certifications to be a welder. He welds in structural steel. He has a lot of certifications and he's actually about to become an inspector. He's really ahead of the game in the field that he's in. And he's doing very well for the field that he's in, but he doesn't have a college degree, you know? So people go down different paths. I don't have a college degree. I have, like, a couple credits away from an AA, but that's only because I took college classes to finish high school early. I graduated high school when I was 16, so when I graduated, I kind of had part of an AA in there already, but that wasn't the point, you know what I mean? So, you want to really look specifically at the situation. Is he someone you can see spending the rest of your life with, and is he just figuring life out right now? Because if that's the case, your mom and your dad can't tell you what to do. You're the person that's going to be with eventually your husband for the rest of your life, you know? Like, your parents aren't going to be married to you. And that's how I feel about a lot of decisions in life. I feel like people make decisions based on what other people tell them to do. You know what I mean? And, like, they aren't the ones that have to live with those decisions. It's really easy for them to be like, do this. Even me, like, I'm on the other side. I'm a person on the other side of the camera. Like, I don't have to live with any decision you make. Like, nothing. It doesn't affect me because I ultimately don't know you. It's something you have to look at, like, you're the one that's going to have to live with it. And you don't, I mean, maybe you do. I was going to say you don't want to be married to someone who's just, like, an unmotivated slob. But at the same time, maybe some people, you know, like, they're okay with that. And I'm not even painting that as a bad thing. Like, maybe he's really unmotivated and you are going to be the breadwinner, but he's going to be a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad with your kids. Like, there's nothing essentially wrong with that. It's just finding what's okay for you in your life. Like, everyone, your life is what you make it. And it doesn't have to be what other people say it has to be. So you just have to look at what you want in someone. where you want to be, like what you want to do. I feel like I'm saying the same thing 3 different ways, and go with that, not with what your parents say. And look at his character, okay? Don't just look at the fact that he doesn't have a degree. Look at his character, what he wants out of life, where he's going and stuff like that. So I feel like this was kind of a vague answer, but I hope it kind of helped a little bit. So yeah, good luck with that, and send your messages to asknikkip@gmail.com. I'll see you later. Emotionally mature. Don't be scared. Date. Sure, if you're interested in someone and you're like, I really like them, then date them. Like, you might end up not liking them and then you don't date. Like, or you might end up finding you do want someone or you don't want someone or stuff like that. So yeah.